What's up everyone, Blade here, and welcome back to another video of 7DSORIGINs. Inside today's video, guys, we're going to be going ahead and talking about the new character as well as some of the dev notes that ended up releasing, being with Clotho. And I'm pretty excited about this one because that means new content, new carries, and a lot more fun. So if you guys are interested in this, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. And as the thumbnail as well as the title does say, we are doing a giveaway, so stick around. You're going to see some things that's going to be pretty darn awesome, and I'm going to be going over some information very soon. But all right, let's get into it. So on the screen, you should be able to see Clotho on my screen here, in which she is going to have a wind rapier, a ice grimoire, and a staff that is also winded. For what I know about this character here, she does have a wind burst, which is pretty darn interesting. She has the ice form is more of a like sustainer class, which is going to be very interesting to see how that's going to play out. More as like a shield or like a semi buff / sustain for the ice characters. And then I'm unsure what the other wind does. I need to check out her kit, and depending on exactly how this video does do, we'll probably check that out later on in the vid. But pretty much how this is gonna go, we have a lot of things that's gonna come out. Obviously, she's coming out, she's gonna be having her own exclusive skin, so on and so forth. But alongside of this, we're gonna be getting some new events. So with the events that we have here, one of the first ones that we're going to look at is the Joyful Moment, which is Exciting Cube Unboxing. This one we've had in the past here, where obviously we get a bunch of missions. By completing said missions, we get cube keys, regular hero draw tickets, star fragments, so on and so forth. So pretty much that's pretty cool. Decent event that we get out of there, which is going to help us all out on mats. Then we have the new content itself, which I've been waiting on, which is the Abyss mode for Deep Spider's Nest, as well as the Ancient Dragon. Meaning we're going to need some fire teams that are going to be packing a punch. So hopefully some people got their fire teams ready. That's going to be huge for Spider's Nest. And then for the dragon here, I can't remember if he's Darkness. If he is Darkness, he's just going to get bullied by Meliodas once again. So I mean, like, not going to be too crazy there. But then we have the new Hell and Abyss difficulties added to Gold Dungeon and Mastery Growth, which hopefully both of these are going to be insanely good. That is the true hope about this. And if this is the case, that will be freaking great to actually see here. Now, one of the other things that we're going to be talking about here in today is the Hawk Pass Season 2 opening here, which apparently the Hawk Pass itself got revamped. Some different items were actually added to it. It was a decent bit of stuff that's finally being released here. I do have a couple things that actually are shown, but new missions, new stuff, the generalistic type Hawk Pass stuff here. We're getting SSR weapons. We're going to get the remnant little crystals that we usually get here, or remnant of the rifts here. And instead of one of them, we're now going to 3 of them. So that's really cool. We're also going to be getting at least 5 equipment growth stones here, which is going to be nice as well. So they're adding more stuff to this to make it even more worth it, which is really cool. I do like that. I'm very happy that they're actually going ahead and doing some stuff like that. That's going to make it very cool to actually have here for us in general. So that's always a cool thing. Obviously, going to help us out. Key bundles, bunch of cool stuff. But alongside of that here, they ended up talking about the new engrave equipment quality thing here. Now, these are going to help us get up our equipment, obviously different passive levels and such, so forth. From this here, there will be a change bonus button, in which by going ahead and using something called a tailor stitching needle item, we'll be able to upgrade said quality of the engraved gear +1 up to +3. So this can be very, very helpful. You can take a chance and try to get that +3, or you can just deal with the +1 upgrade, which is going to be interesting as well. So I do like that. We do also have some new craftable items here. Obviously, the 2 new items, such as the Engraver's Fragment Scissors and the Tailor Stitching Needle. New weapon being the Gluttonous Soul Rapier. And then we have the armor set, which is going to be the new the new earrings, necklace, and ring here for their armor sets, which we've seen beforehand. We also have new content itself, which is going to be 5 new achievements here based on what's called engravement equipment, passive level changes, stuff like that. New titles, more interaction range for our treasure chest gathering and stuff like that. It will be improved. And then new improvements on the combat system, which is really pertaining to frozen mines in them, seeing that we're now going to be directly at the dungeon, allowing us just to not really have to pay attention to the rest of the dungeon. Now, time limits have been removed. I talked about that a little while ago. Transcendence Essence drop rate is going to be higher, and then they have a bunch of bug fixes. So pretty cool, pretty awesome to actually see something like that here. We have some other stuff going on with just the patch maintenance here, where they told us, obviously, we're getting compensation. We're going to be having all these lovely events here. Pretty much the same thing that you guys have seen in this first one. Now, getting into the thing here that I want to talk about. I am doing a giveaway with LOOTBAR. You guys know that I actually do a lot of things with LOOTBAR recently, and they usually do fund a lot of the stuff that comes down to 7 Deadly Sins Origins. Well, we did very well. You guys bought a lot of stuff, and you guys have helped out the channel quite a lot here, to the point that they're actually going to be giving away 10 of these, or I think it was 15, something like that. Let me double check for you guys before I say something wrong here, because they did give me the exact amount right now. But they said that they're going to be going ahead and giving me a good, they're giving me 10 of these guys for the paying users, or the top paying users on here. Now, this doesn't mean you have to spend hundreds. This doesn't mean anything like that. You could probably spend a good 20 bucks or maybe a good like $10, and then you get this extra. Pretty much what they're saying is anything that you buy using the LOOTBAR link, which will be down below that inside of the comment section, anything that you buy, pretty much if you're in that top 10 of the people who've paid on my link, obviously you're going to get one of these pretty much for free. So pretty cool. You're able to stack up these as much as possible, as much as you want to, which is going to be awesome. And if sales do go right again here, I'm gonna be able to try to apply for you guys to get something even better. I'm trying to fight for you guys to get some hawk passes as well for free, depending on how that does go. But currently we are going to be giving away 10 Leonis supply carts. So of course, if you're interested in that, be sure to go ahead and check out the link down below, being my LOOTBAR link. And when you're buying your stuff for let's say hawk passes, if you're buying your stuff for Elizabeth, Clotho, Merlin, stuff like that, continue using that link, and obviously I can continue bringing you guys some wonderful giveaways. But that is all I really wanted to talk about today. It's been an interesting one immediately here. I can't wait till the update does happen, because we do have a lot of stuff going on right now. If I can go ahead and take a look here, I've been trying to prepare a lot of my things here. Now, granted, I've turned a lot of my plat to other stuff, to just making more weapons. And yeah, actually make another weapon today. But I've been using my plat a lot for engraving, been trying to get all my characters ready. We have a ton of our keys ready right now. And I do have a lot more keys actually in my inventory down here that I've just been saving. So I'm hoarding keys as well. I don't want to claim them, because instead of them going into a bag, they instantly go into my currency amount. So yeah, I can't really claim them just yet, but we're ready. We're going to have a lot of carries ready. I think today what I'm going to try to do is gather the little star fragments and stuff that's been around in my world real quick. Once I'm done doing that, obviously we'll be ready for the actual new update. So can't wait to see how it's going to be. Once again, if you want to enter that said giveaway, be sure to use the link in the LOOTBAR description, and obviously get your chance at trying to win one of these lovely hawk passes, or one of these lovely Leonis supply carts. Man, it's early morning. Y'all see how it is. I still got my morning voice. Peace out, you guys.